Alright, so this one is going to be about 3 myths that my mom told me when I was young and I didn't believe in, but now I can find some reasons as to why they might be true. And the first one is to not walk while making noise in this fashion, like this. It's walking with resistance, walking in a kind of disappointed way. And the reason why is because it chases away good fortune. So in the book The Science of Getting Rich, the author talks about how it's important to think a certain way. And thinking a certain way both means a specific way and at the same time a confident way towards what you want to achieve related to your work. And so when you're walking, you need to be doing it the same way, walking in a certain way. And if you pick up the walking with resistance as a habit, then it will prevent you somehow to become rich. Now there's probably a person in the world that walks in this way, walks with resistance to the ground at the same time, is very successful, but that's a very rare case. The second myth that my mom told me about is not cutting your nails late at night. And the two remaining myths are going to be things to not do at night. And the reason is that I suppose I'm not 100% positive about it, but if you've ever seen those videos of dogs having their nails cut off, they resist it. They associate nail cutting with aggression, and this might be the case. So your subconscious doesn't know a lot about what's really happening at night. And if it associate that with aggression, then it's not something that you want to be doing near the time of your sleep. And the last myth is about mirrors. Do not use mirrors late at night, or do not stare too much at mirrors late at night. And there's a lot said about mirrors in the metaphysical and esoteric literature and books. Mainly that reality itself is a mirror. The physical is mirrored by the metaphysical, and that might seem too far off, but it's this thing that is to look at the mirror late at night that might give you a glimpse of how true of a statement that is. So nearing sleep, and sometimes that state is called the state akin to sleep, your reflexes and your rational part of the brain is getting sleepier and sleepier. At that time, imagination is increased, if that's the right term to say. And while staring at the mirror, you notice a slight delay. And that's again because you're exhausted. Your rational and your left brain is soon going to be shutting off into sleep. So there's a slight delay. Maybe you notice that, and this is seemingly crazy, but just a fraction of a second makes you wonder if you're staring into your real self. And it has nothing from my experience, and I assume that it's for everyone. It has nothing to do with the spooky nature of the night. It has more to do with your circadian rhythm and the time you sleep at. So if you're a night shift worker, then you're going to experience this in the day. And this slight delay of the mirror reflection yourself is what is meant by when we say that reality is a mirror reflection, your self concept, and all of that stuff. So instead of a fraction of a second, the mirror reflecting yourself, imagine if it was 10 second, 20 second, then it would be a completely different person in the mirror. There's a big part in the book Reality Transfer from talking about mirrors and what they mean and what they also mean in lucid dreams and so on. There's also myths about the 7-year curse if you break a mirror. I don't know how to explain that, but the overall idea of this video is that if a bunch of people noticed some cues and some ways reality works, then it shouldn't be taken for granted. So one day before an earthquake hit my country, it was a very light earthquake, but one day before that, there was a lot of insects flying around my city. And these insects, they notice these things. And if you were to ask them, why are you flying that way? What are you running from? One of those insects, a cricket, for instance, it might say, there's a danger that's coming. You ask another cricket, he might say that I just seen this cricket do it, so I'm running away too. And the overall collective of those crickets and insects, they're acting that way because they're sensing something. So yeah, these things should be considered and not taken lightly, laughed at, and I figured that I might make a video about it. So thank you for watching and see you on the next one.